is caste withering away today? If this is the question about the relevance of caste today or withering away of caste today, then you have to use the points which we are discussing now in the answer. Now the question is whether caste is diluted with the advent of modernity. Right? Because this debate also comes into the mainstream discussion because of the politicization of the caste of Lord Hanuman. Society is so caste based that even it is calling the god in the name of caste. So there is no such hierarchy of only groups in the caste system. There is also hierarchy of gods in the caste system. 2013, Yogesh Master wrote a book, Dandi. In that Dandi book, he wrote that Lord Ganesha is a tribal god, and the book was banned. How can you say he is a tribe? He is not a tribal god. He is the god of the upper caste. He is not belonging to tribe. He is belonging to upper caste. So, God is not escaping from this. God cannot escape from this caste. How can human being escape? In the political space, this was a debate that this is the caste of Lord Hanuman. And now, whether caste is used by politics or politics is using caste, that is what is to be explored. Rajni Kothari wrote that caste needs politics as much as politics needs caste. Rajni Kothari writes that caste needs politics as much as politics needs caste. So, we have to start this with M.N. Srinivas. Louis Dumont, in his Homo Hierarchicus, wrote that caste is characterized by hierarchy. Caste is characterized by hierarchy. There is no mobility in the caste system. Refuting to this statement of Louis Dumont that caste is a closed society or closed system where there is no mobility, M.N. Srinivas propounded the concept called as Sanskritization to explain how the lower caste and the tribes are emulating the lifestyle of the Brahmins. Upper caste lifestyle is emulated by the lower caste and the tribes, and this is resulting in upward mobility in some cases. So, caste is not closed system, caste is a open system which is permitting mobility. M.N. Srinivas writes in his concept of Sanskritization about this. Yogendra Singh says, social change in India can be explained based on orthogenetic as well as heterogenetic changes. Yogendra Singh writes about social change in India as caused by orthogenetic and heterogenetic changes. Orthogenetic means within India. Heterogenetic means from outside India change came. Change came from outside India, exogenous, and change came from within India, endogenous. In the test number 11, we explained this. In the last week test, That is, last Friday we had a test. No, in that we explained this. He says that there are two types of changes under orthogenetic. One is Sanskritization. Another is de-Sanskritization. De-Sanskritization, Sanskritization, these two changes have happened in India, especially in the system of caste. Sanskritization and de-Sanskritization brought changes. There is one group of people who emulated the Brahminic way of living. There is another group of people who rejected the Brahmins. Example, self-respect movement or Dravidian movement in Tamil Nadu is an example of de-Sanskritization. So, Sanskritization as well as de-Sanskritization brought changes in the little tradition according to Yogendra Singh. It brought changes in the little tradition according to Yogendra Singh. Now, whether caste is withering away, whether caste is getting diluted or not, we can see what relation caste is having today with respect to marriage. What is the role of caste in marriages today? Whether caste is disappearing in the institution of marriage, what is the relevance of caste today? Caste and marriage. Of course, we are living in a society characterized by technological revolution, especially the social media network like Facebook, Instagram. So, we meet so many people today. Social media network has resulted in people meeting many. So, this has also resulted in marriages, right? Between people who become friends in the social media, they marry. The marriage of people connected through social media was based on or is based on like-mindedness. So, the girl sees that this boy shared the same idea which I also have. She has the same thought pattern like me. So, it would be better that if we marry each other, life will become very smooth. So, we have these marriages based on like-mindedness between friends who have got a meeting point through this social media network. But at the same time, you also can see the proliferation of caste-based matrimonial websites. So, in the matrimonial advertisements, in the newspapers, we see that caste distinctions are very much seen in the institutions of marriage. Caste is not diluting. Probably the subcaste differences are mitigated, but caste distinctiveness is very strongly present in the matrimonial advertisements. You can see this. So, on one hand, you have some cases where people marry through Facebook, transcending the caste barriers, but how many cases of such marriages are taking place? There is a microscopic minority who is marrying in this way. The majority go for endogamous marriages. So, those who marry transcending the caste because of the Facebook or social media, it is only microcosmic. It is only microcosmic. So, you cannot take this as a generalization. It's only an exception, but the rule is endogamy. Deepankar Gupta writes that every caste is proud of their distinctive, discrete origin. Every caste is proud of their distinctive, discrete origin, their beliefs and their practices. Even low caste justify endogamous marriage. So endogamous marriage is not just justified by the upper caste, even low caste is supporting endogamous marriage. So resistance to intercaste marriage is not just a Brahminic construct. Resistance to intercaste marriage is not just a Brahminic construct. It is equally a Dalit construct. Resistance to intercaste marriage is not just a Brahminic construct. It is equally a Dalit construct. Gaurang, in a study of 4 villages of Bihar, Gaurang, G-A-U-R-A-N-G, Gaurang, in a study of 4 villages in Bihar, found that every caste justified endogamy. Every caste justified endogamous marriage. This is called as discrete caste and continuous hierarchies. Underline, discrete caste and continuous hierarchies according to Deepankar Gupta. Discrete caste and continuous hierarchies according to Deepankar Gupta. Now you have to relate what I told in the first class sociology current affairs. Dr. Ambedkar says the concept of nation will be very difficult to come in India because every caste is having their own mindset. They have their own like-mindedness. They have their own like-mindedness, and it is very difficult for you to bring all the caste groups together because they have their own world view. So discrete caste and continuous hierarchies is a concept used by Deepankar Gupta. Now, whether caste is influencing morality or constitution today is influencing morality. What decides morality? Caste or constitution? First dimension, caste and marriage, where we found that caste is very strong. It is not withering away as far as marriage is concerned. Secondly, what is the relation between caste and morality, whether caste is defining morality or constitution is defining morality? There is a question which was asked by UPSC on what is constitutional morality. Morality means standards of right and wrong. You come to know something is right, something is wrong because of some criteria you use. So the criteria which makes something good, something bad is called as morality. What is good, what is bad should be decided only by constitution. Dr. Ambedkar says constitution should decide morality. Individual should not decide morality. Majority should not decide morality. Even minority should not decide morality. Constitution therefore should decide morality. Now you come to know that in the internet, in the social media, there are many spiritual gurus appearing, defining morality. The rise of spiritual gurus defining morality, and their lectures are received well by the urban middle class. So when somebody speaks, in 10 minutes it becomes viral in the internet and millions views will cross easily in 1 hour. And after that announcement, million view. How many of you are ready to go to a new place? 40 lakh people have given their e-application so far, and this is a very old thing. I am telling something which is in the ancient history. I am telling something which was in the news before a month. But today I think more than 1 crore people would have applied as per his estimation goes. Is there anyone who is looking at the caste of this person in question? How many of you know about the caste of the person who you think is there in my mind now? How many of you know the caste? Nobody knows the caste of the spiritual gurus today. So in this aspect, caste is diluting. Earlier, you know, this guru comes from this caste and this is why we have to follow this guru as he is our leader of the clan or Gotra. So the caste of the Gotra leader is known, but the caste is not known. You know the caste of Vishwamitra. You know the caste of Drona. But you do not know the caste of the spiritual gurus in the present, giving sermons in the internet, which is very well received by the urban middle class. So, as far as morality is concerned, it may appear as if in the recent times, morality as defined by the spiritual gurus of the times today are transcending the caste barriers. But however, also, you see that in South India, non-Brahmin priesthood is allowed. There is a GO which says that non-Brahmin also can become priest. So, going by the constitutional morality, non-Brahmin priesthood was initiated in places like Tamil Nadu, and temples were kept open for the hitherto lower caste people. So today there is a possibility of non-Brahmin becoming priest in Tamil Nadu. Today the temples are open. The question is about religion. The question is not caste. Nobody is going to stop somebody because you belong to a lower caste today, as far as temple entry is concerned. The question is about religion. If you belong to some other religion, then you are stopped. If you are a woman, you are stopped. So gender is a question, religion is a question. Caste is not a question today in most of the places as far as temple entry is concerned. So here also we say that the caste is losing its significance as far as the priesthood or temple entry is concerned. But however, there are also some things that if some becomes a celebrity overnight, when somebody is spoken about, invariably in the Google search engine, people go and see which caste he belongs to or which caste she belongs to. Right? There was one Priya Warrior. You know that or not? She became so famous because of something which you know what I am speaking about. After 2-3 days, when she became a celebrity, overnight she became celebrity, and subsequently the people who were seeing, they typed the caste, they searched the caste of this person. So this is speaking about, on one hand, there is more liberation from the clutches of caste in some aspects, but at the same time, people do search the caste of some celebrities. So therefore, you cannot come to a conclusion like this, that caste has withered away. The manifest weakening of caste, there is a manifest weakening of caste and latent strengthening of caste. There is a manifest weakening of caste and latent strengthening of caste. Dalit consciousness today in the literature, in the protest songs. Dalit consciousness in the literature today, in the movies today, in the protest songs today speak about how caste is becoming stronger today. So therefore, we have empirical evidence to tell that the customary definition of morality or caste morality is not paving way for constitutional morality. Some areas are still under the strong control of caste and its definition of morality. Now come to caste and religion. Bahujan Samajwadi Party was floated against the Brahminic monopoly of politics. But in 1990s in UP, BSP and BJP had an alliance, political alliance. So caste, the cultural aspect of caste is intertwined with, the cultural aspect of caste is intertwined with power, politics and economics. The cultural aspect of caste is intertwined with power, politics and economics. However, caste new is different from caste old. Caste new is different from caste old. So we don't see the caste differences as far as we go for, we live in urban places. In urban places, people don't see the caste of their neighbor. They don't see caste in their workplace. They interdine with many caste groups. Right? So there are some changes happening. Interdining. At the workplace, nobody is asking your caste. In the school, college, nobody is asking your caste. You don't make friends based on caste today. But however, the discrete wall of the caste is very strong. The original discrete wall of the caste remains very strong even today as heart and soul of the society. The discrete wall of caste is very strong even today as the heart and soul of the society. Right? So this is sometimes manifesting in the form of protest against movies. For example, Padmavat movie was opposed. The theatres which were screening Padmavat movie were attacked. So you cannot simply come to a conclusion that caste has given rise to class. And if caste is so strongly present in the heart and soul of the society, how can you leave caste and make a policy of reservation? You cannot simply overturn the caste-based reservation by class-based reservation, because caste is so much permeating, so it has so much penetrated into the psyche of the individual. Ashish Nandi says, subconscious is filled with your culture. Your conscious may be rational, but your subconscious is primordial, according to Ashish Nandi. Your subconscious is primordial. Maybe your conscious is rational.